Hey there, what's up, good people? Welcome to my page, or welcome back. My name is Lynn. My page is Lynn Might Like It. I discuss fragrance and all things related to as well as life. Um, if you've been watching, you've seen that I've posted some samples that I received from ScentSplit. I said I was going to do that in 3 parts. I've posted 1 and 2, and here is finally 3. I have part 3 ready to go. Now, of course, I had to spray some of these in advance to familiarize myself with them, but we're going to get to them rather quickly and get through them. I have about 8. And again, I did start spraying beforehand. So the first one up is Saki by Sasva. So I was excited to learn about this particular brand, this house. Again, I was very intentional about what I requested from ScentSplit, about brands and fragrances that I wasn't familiar with, that maybe I've seen other creators talk to, and that are not easily accessible where I am in Houston. So Saki by Sasva was one. So I was really interested. The notes should have been an automatic hit with me. It's a little complicated. So Saki is red wine, almond, black pepper, tobacco, smoke, cedarwood, vanilla, oud, caramel, benzoin, musk. Ooh, those bottom notes are awesome. Now, when I first put this on skin, I was afraid. I kept smelling, this doesn't make sense, but stay with me. I kept smelling like a tomato or something fresh. And I'm assuming that it's the red wine note, but it was like, where are we going? Now it's been on my skin for over an hour, and it's going down to the tobacco, the oud, the caramel. I do get the caramel. I do get the sweet notes throughout it from the top to the dry down, but just on that opening, it was just something that was kind of green. It just reminded me of a tomato for some reason. I don't know, but it's gone. It's not there. It does dry down. This is nice. It's nice. It's not, I would need to give this a full wear test, and I just don't have that kind of time. However, I do like it. It's nice. La Ivory Nuit Extrait. So La Ivory Nuit Extrait is by Orme. Another one that I've heard a lot about, was excited to experience, and wanted to learn more. So, get my card so I can spray. I did put this on skin as well. The notes are mango, vanilla, milk, passion fruit, nectarine, frankincense, vanilla, cashmere wood, amberwood, more vanilla, absolute, it was vanilla absolute, and musk. So this one was it was complicated because I believe this one had the milk note in it. So I was like, oh, not that I thought it would smell like Leonora because there's a lactonic note with the mango and passion fruit. The passion fruit, but it's not. I did put this on skin. I don't particularly care for it. I'll try it on skin a little more. Maybe by the end of this, we'll go back to it and see. That's where I sprayed the first time. It's there are others that have similar scent profiles which wear better. Specifically, I would even say Leonora to start with. On the paper, it smells better than it did on my skin. None of these are safe blind buys, so go ahead and make sure you sample any of these before you do it. But these notes are amazing. They probably would smell better on someone else, but it's okay. I think for the price point, I don't remember what it is. I know it's well over $150. I think there are some others that performed better with similar scent profiles that you could check out and see if that's what you were interested in. The next one is Doha. Doha took me for a loop as well. So there's a little pattern here. A lot of these have passion fruit, and passion fruit is just really popular right now. I've purchased a few passion fruit scents myself. So, and these are no different. These have passion fruit, so we see that that's the trend that's really popular. Doha is by Memoirs of a Perfume Collector. Now, I like this one too because this scent profile is a little different, but I actually like this one. So it's passion fruit, lime, fig, lavender, juniper, cassis, whichever, davana, pink pepper, ginger, nagarmotha, Assam oud, musk, leather, labdanum, vetiver. These are some of the notes that I like. These are not traditional notes. They're not stuff that usually people like to pull for. They consider them to be a little problematic, but I like them. I like these notes. I sprayed it on skin. I actually liked it on skin. I like the citrus and brightness in the opening. That's right up my alley. You don't get a lot like that have such other heavy notes that aren't just straight up masculine. And I like the way that the opening is. It's different. I think this is totally worth buying a decant from ScentSplit and familiarizing yourself with it. If you like the notes, I think it's interesting. No one will smell like you. This will be very different. And it's a newer house, but I really like the opening. If they could give me a fragrance of the opening with those notes with the ginger and then maybe sweeten up the dry down, I would love it. Next up, Sin Cherry. Sin Cherry is by Scentologia. This is a cherry one. It's not complicated. I like a cherry note, so it'll win with me. I didn't get anything too complicated, too different. Nothing that stood out in regards to this cherry. I have a lot of cherries in my collection, so you have to be a high performer cherry or something extremely unique for me to like want to add it to the collection. Ooh. So with this, the notes are raspberry cherry, pear blackcurrant, violet, palisandre, rosewood, mango, rose, jasmine, amber, vanilla, caramel, moss, cedar, musk, and patchouli. Why do they always stick patchouli and stuff? I like it. It's not a really unique cherry. It's nothing groundbreaking, but she's cute. It's a good cherry. If you're looking for a cherry that everyone's not going to have, in this price point, you probably could do something maybe for a little less, but this is exclusive to ScentSplit, and it's a nice cherry. It wears well. Longevity, I don't know. I don't have the I haven't had the opportunity to have it on me for a significant amount of time, but it's a nice cherry. So if you were looking for a cherry, you want to do something with ScentSplit, there you go. Get that one, which was Sin Cherry. Okay. The next one is Night at the Brownstone. So we've smelled other ones from this house with ScentSplit. This is Uptown Perfumery. We smelled two others, I think, or we have another one that's here. But the first one, I think there were two. I think there was Black and White Cookie, and then it was Gilded Age or Gilded something. This is Night at the Brownstone by Uptown Perfumery, which is also a gourmand. I'm assuming that they're not exclusively a gourmand house, but they do a fair amount of gourmands. So this is easy. I like this. I would wear this for sure. Absolutely, I would wear this. Also, I will try to put a picture or something in, but they come in these really nice bottles. The bottles look like a brownstone. They're supposed to be a replica of the actual brownstone that the perfumer makes the fragrances in. So the bottles are nice. So this is amber, vanilla, dark espresso, tahini, and 3 coffee beans. Not 1, not 5, not 4, not 2, but 3 coffee beans. And that's exactly what this is. I like it. It's not overly complicated. It's not really hard. There's no someone trying to display their creativity with this. It smells like an espresso martini. And that's what you get. Okay, this might be worth me big bottling. I don't have anything that smells like a martini, or I do have things that have a coffee or an espresso note, but not an espresso martini. And I love a good boozy fragrance, and I don't have anything like this. So this would be totally worth me adding to the collection. I would definitely wear this. I don't put limitations on my fragrances in terms of where I wear them in most instances. So I would wear this to work. However, this is definitely happy hour, girls' night out. Um, this could be sexy. I really didn't think about it when I first sprayed it to familiarize myself with it, but as I'm smelling it and familiarizing myself with it more, I like it more. It's a sexy, this is a sexy girls' night fragrance. This is date night, girls' night, espresso martini. Even give yourself a little hug if that's the kind of hug you like. But I actually really like this. So if you like to think about designers, if you like Black Opium, the Le Parfum, or it's not as sweet as the Le Parfum. The Le Parfum is more vanilla than it is coffee. But if you like that line, without it smelling like the dated DNA of it, but you like the coffee notes that stands out in that with the mild sweetness, that's what you'll get this. But this is much more elevated. It's a more sophisticated take on that type of DNA. This is good. I would big bottle that. The next one is Sunset Over the Brownstone, which is also by Uptown Perfumery. And this one is not a gourmand. This is a gourmand. The notes are black currant, Pacific dragon fruit, red berries. And something with it smells, it's almost like a clean, freshy. Something about it smells a little plasticky, but it's not really plastic. I'm not sure how to describe that. It gives a little green. When I was looking at, because I was like, am I smelling this right? Am I getting this confused? So on their website, it says it's supposed to smell like berries on the vine. Do I get berries on the vine? Because it's not like you get berries and people think automatically sweet, desserty. It's none of that at all. It's more of a fresher take on an edible thing. It's more of a fresher take from berries. So if you like that, if you want to smell like a fresh, not picked yet berry or something a little greener, then you would get this. It's not my fave. I realize I like their gourmands, the true sweet gourmands. That might be their thing. They might want to stick to it. But if you like it, there's something for everyone out there, right? So, but if you like the smell like that, more of a fresher, cleaner, berry type of scent versus the edibleness of the berry, because it's not giving edible, it's not giving juicy, it's not doing that at all. It's more of the berries not ready to be picked. Yes, that's it. Unripened berries. That's it. Okay. So it's more like that. I guess the berries on the vine. By berries on the vine, they meant unripe. So it's giving you that more of that kind of scent. It's not ready to eat berries at all. So if you like that, that is the one for you. Next is this one, Double Bond by Bruno Perucci Parfums. I want to read the name right. The notes are lemon, orange peel, apple, coconut, mint, cacao, vanilla, ylang ylang, tuberose, acacia, tonka bean, myrrh, amber, Peru balsam, and cedar. This is another one that these notes should work for me. There are enough of the notes that I should be able to like it. However, I'm getting a little whiff of it from spraying it. However, I'm not really a Peru balsam type of girly. And I'm always interested to see, I don't know what acacia is. I have to look that up. I know what focaccia bread is, but I don't know what acacia is. So this smells fresh, but like tropical freshness. Tropical fruits fresh. Like you just cracked open one of those, because it has the orange peel. So that's what I'm getting. That's the citrus fruit. The lemon and orange peel are definitely prominent in the opening. Let me see. I get the cacao, which is interesting. The coconut and the mint, but they play well together. The mint doesn't pop out. It's not, a lot of times when you smell something that has mint in it, the mint stands out. It's not doing that. I probably need to get this on skin. I just don't know if I have any real estate left. I'm going to spray it on my hand and see. That lemon and coconut are right there. That, I like when lemon is bright and slightly tart. So I like that. I don't know why more people don't do that. The people say it gives cleanser. That sometimes it does, but most times it doesn't. Not to me. I'm gonna let this sit. We'll come back in a second. But and my hope is that the dry down gets a little sweeter, that tonka bean and cacao. But the dry down should be more resinous, actually, like a sweet resin. Given what the notes are, the tonka bean, the myrrh, the amber, the Peru balsam cedar, should give it either like a sweet resin powderiness or a slightly sweet resinous woodiness. And either way, like those, that's a dry down I can get into. I like that. Now I will say this opening is much better than the first one that we smelled in the first video. Again, it wasn't bad. It just, the opening was rough. You know what? As I'm talking, because the first one that I smelled in this video was, I'm looking at my notes, y'all, was Saki. And I said Saki smelled rough on the opening for me. And it had, I said it smelled like tomato, but it had red wine in the opening. And this Bruno Perucci one, the one that I'm questioning from the other video, that had red wine in the opening. Maybe I don't like red wine in openings or fragrances. That's something for me to consider and look into. Because that could very well be it, that I don't like red wine in the opening. It's nice. It gets a little sweeter. It's getting there. It's not all the way there, but it's getting sweeter. But the citrus on the opening is really bright. I like it. I don't know if I'd like it enough to want to buy it. I don't know if I need to big bottle this. I'm going to come back to it before I close out the video and see. But it's okay. It's nice. Nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. Just not great. Or not, it's not just not great. It's not big bottle worthy for me. I'm trying to be much more intentional about what I purchase in big bottle. And that is kind of leaning towards, it's not even, for me, it doesn't have to be an automatic love. I don't need this magical thing to occur, but I do need to really like it a whole lot, enough that I'm going to wear it often. And that's what I'm leaning towards. And for me, that's easy. And this is the last one in this video. This is so quick. I'm so excited because the first two just took a long time because there were so many to review. So this one is Everveil by Brandt. Brandt was doing a drop of these, their PR drop. By the time I was requesting these samples, I requested these samples in January. It's March because I'm just getting to having time to make these videos. But they were doing the PR drops then. A lot of people had it, a lot of influencers that I saw. And so I was like, where could I get this? There was no place that I could get it where I live. I wanted to get my nose on it and smell it. So I requested it and they were kind enough to send it. And so let's get into the notes. So Everveil has forest foliage, juniper, Montana air, night blooming jasmine, orris, balsam, cypress, white musk, incense, and angelica. Now, these notes should be scary, but it's actually a very soft green fragrance. I'm just trying to think about the right words for it. I love when people put like these fantasy notes and things, mountain air. Exactly how do you replicate mountain air? How do you catch that? But they did, actually. I'm smelling this, and it smells like, without being overbearing, without being inundated with Christmas tree, I always call it Christmas tree, without being inundated with like a Christmas tree scent up your nose, it's still giving fresh, crisp trees, big green trees. It's still giving that without being overbearing. So again, this leans masculine. A woman could wear this, however, um, it's not, nothing about this says feminine if you care about that. And it doesn't, it's not even really unisex. I do think this leans masculine and could, if you're into that. This is not, it's nice. You can buy this for a young man or a man in your life. And I don't really see a young man wearing this. Someone older, at least 40 and above. This is a good work fragrance for them. This is a good going to an early dinner fragrance for that man. If you want to buy something for them, because it definitely gives the foliage, the forest foliage, it definitely gives that, but it's soft. So I guess the orris in it is making it powdery, because it's powdery, but it's not in a perfumey way. It's more so powdery as in it subdues the green tree smell, if that makes sense. I don't know if that pulls together, but it's a subdued green tree smell. It's softer, but it's nice, it's tasteful, it's daytime appropriate, it's work appropriate, office appropriate, that type of scent. So if you needed to buy a fragrance for someone, maybe a friend that but maybe you don't know them as well, but you want to buy a fragrance and they like fragrance, they trust your nose, but you don't want to buy something that's too casual or too familiar smelling or something like that. This is a good safe buy. This is a good safe buy for someone. If you were buying a fragrance for a man in your life like that, you can buy this for your brother, you can buy this for a cousin, a friend, whomever it is. You can buy this for them and it will be okay. I'm going to come back to to the previous one, which was Double Bond by Bruno Perucci Parfums. I'm not, it's fresh. It probably still needs more time to dry down. It's a freshie. It's a tropical freshie, if that makes sense. That lemon makes it, what gives it the brightness and freshness. I like it. Would I big bottle it? No. It's nice. If I change my mind and come back to it, I will tell you. And I said that about the other fragrances too. So that leads me to the next transition. Of all of these fragrances that I've tried, it was about 22 samples that split scent and produce 3 videos. That's a lot. That's a lot for me as a newer creator. And so I'm grateful to Scent Split for trusting me with that and providing me the opportunity to review these fragrances, as well as tell people about their services. They're great to get. They were great to interact with. They were very easy to interact with and to receive my packages. They have an amazing selection of fragrances for you to choose from and to buy samples in different sizes. They sent me some that were maybe 8 to 10 mLs, as well as 5 to 2 mLs for different ones. It just depends. From this, I have definitely added to my collection. I have already added On Bite, which was by Mystery Modern Mark, a fragrance house based out of the Netherlands. I added On Bite, which was a sweet and fruity type of tropical scent, but it's more of a personal scent. Actually amazing. I still plan to add Sweet Botswana by the same house to my collection as well. That's another one that is a gourmand that is very popular. There are a few others offhand. Those are 2 that I remember. And then the next one that is on my must buy list is Breathe Me by Michaela Mazzetti. I absolutely love that fragrance. I think that's going to be a really good popular hit for the summer. So I am going to make sure I get that sooner than later. And by sooner, probably before the end of the month. Definitely before the end of April. But I hope that you learned about some other fragrances while taking this journey with me over the course of these 3 videos. This also helped me to be more intentional and thoughtful and consistent in creating and posting my videos and the things that I talk about. Because again, my goal and purpose is to continue to be much more active here on YouTube and post things that we all can dig into and learn more about these fragrances. I'm going to come back to this one more time. That's citrus. And I was getting the orange peel of the citrus. It's okay. It's not a must have for me. Of the ones I tried today, would I buy any of them? Would I big bottle any of them? Yes, I would big bottle Night at the Brownstone. So, of them, of the 22, there are, I went 4 or 5 that I would definitely big bottle. I did on Bite. I'm going to do Sweet Botswana. Definitely Breathe Me by Michaela Mazzetti. I liked Gilded, I think it's Gilded Age, Gilded something by Uptown Parfumery, as well as Night at the Brownstone by Uptown Parfumery. So that's about 5 or 6, which is good. I'm okay with that. And then there are several others that were runners up, or others that I would buy for other people, not myself. Like Everveil would be a great gift for a male friend, if you're doing that, or if you had a loved one you wanted to buy a fragrance for. There were a couple others. Pop Me by Michaela Mazzetti was good. I'm not into popcorn notes. However, Pop Me was one. Lick Me is another one from that house. I did not do a sample of it. However, oh my God, I forgot the other one. I did not do a sample from that one. However, that's a very, very popular one that has been sold out since the summer, that people just can't get their hands on. Another one that I totally forgot, Sweet Caribbean, by Harmoniche. That one is a definite add to my collection as well. That one was the banana mango caramel, which I absolutely loved. It gave summertime sweetness without being cloying, but it was very rich, very, very rich, heavy fragrance. So those are several that I offhand that I remember from the 22 that I've sampled, that I would definitely big bottle if I haven't big bottled already. So that being said, thank you so much for ScentSplit for sponsoring these videos and sending these things over. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a comment below if you like for more information about any of these fragrances. I will be glad to share it with you, as well as I suggest that you check out ScentSplit's page and see what type of scents they had. If you're looking for something new that you can't find everywhere, that's just coming to the States, check out ScentSplit's website, and you'll probably find a lot of things that you can get to sample. Alrighty, see you next time. Thanks.